welcome back to the station.
Thank you.
And I'm saying welcome back because you're no stranger here, di ba?
Yeah. I used to, like, I think my first...
yeah, tell them.
my first time here was actually on the Morning Brew with you.
Of course.
It was
with DJ Ron.
Yeah.
We did
with my mom.
threesome. And by threesome, I mean 3 DJs, huh?
Yeah. It was fun. It was a great first job, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think that was like the beginning of this whole like music career thing. Of me working at a radio station and then like, oh, this is so fun. Like, this is super interesting. I wonder what it would be like to have my own songs announced on the radio. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's where it started.
Yes. I'm glad that the radio station and the program in particular was, part of your, starting up.
Yeah.
And, diba, when we had you here, there were people egging you on to, kasi alam nila, you can play the guitar, you can sing.
Yeah.
You're talented. A lot of our listeners were egging you to go for it. And now, eto na po, kung nandiyan dyan pa kayo, yung mga nakikinig dati na nagpupush kay DJ. We used to call you DJ Gab. Tama ba? You're using the name DJ Gab. Yeah. Gabrielle.
I used to have my own radio show at like 9 p.m. every Saturday. It was called Majestic Nights.
Majestic Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Majestic Nights.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool because I used to play like R&B, hip hop, indie.
Yeah.
And those were actually like some of my biggest influences when writing music. The stuff I played on the radio like a decade ago.
Yeah. Our listeners here said, harap ka daw doon sa ano. Gusto raw nila makita yung kagandahan mo. Ayan. The camera is there. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. And now, you are now known as the artist called RUNE.
Yeah, RUNE.
Ito yung nangangati na ako itanong matagal na eh. Why RUNE? What's the name all about?
Okay, so...
Yeah, go ahead. Tell them. Tell me.
A couple of years ago, I started learning about a lot of divination stuff, like, for example, tarot or oracle reading, stuff like that. And RUNE is... it's a tool for divination, but generally the...
Tool for what?
For divination, for like, fortune telling. What fortune tellers use. They use tarot cards, they use oracle cards, they use runes. I'm super into that. But generally the meaning of RUNE is something that's mystical or something that's like unseen or something like that. So,
I have an idea about all the things you said, but I'm not familiar with the RUNE thing.
So it looks like little like stones, and then it has writing on it, and each stone has like a meaning to it, kind of like tarot cards, but a different form of it.
Yes.
But that's one meaning of RUNE, which is a tool used for divination. But the main or like general meaning of RUNE is just something that is unseen and mystical.
And why did you pick RUNE as your artist name?
I just felt like it fit with my whole aesthetic. And I don't know. I thought it was perfect. I don't really have any other reasons than that.
You got attached to it. Probably.
I got attached to it. Actually, there's a funny story about how I got that name, because I was initially I was going to use my real name to release my music, and then my producer said that you need a good artist name, so you should think of one.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, let me think of one, but I couldn't really get anything, and then I started kind of I don't know, it just came to mind like one day, the name RUNE, because I was playing with my cards, I was playing with my tarot cards, and then I was like, all right, maybe something in the mystical adjacent mystical adjacent name would be perfect for this. So
there you go.
That's
RUNE.
RUNE, yeah.
RUNE, people.
RUNE.
RUNE.
Yeah.
And your songs are out now.
Yeah, my songs are out now. They're out on all streaming platforms.
Okay.
It's so weird to say out on all streaming platforms, but yeah, they're on Spotify, Apple Music. I think they're on Tidal also. Yeah.
What's your brand of music?
My brand of music?
Your kind of music?
My genre.
Genre.
I think I fit into like the alternative R&B genre, but a lot of my influences are the 90s and early 2000s R&B. Like, for example, I listened to a lot of Aaliyah when I was writing. I listened to a lot of Janet Jackson, Tamia, but also like super famous artists, like R&B artists right now. Like I love the way that SZA writes her music, so I try to incorporate that into my writing. But it's super difficult. But yeah, mostly it's 90s, early 2000 R&B in like an alternative style.
All right. I got a copy of about 3 of your songs. Do we got more coming up? In the works.
It's so hard. Actually, it's so hard balancing because I work, I'm a mom, and then I try to fit in like writing music at the same time. So when I have time, I do write, but I think it's gonna be a little ways away for me to release like a full-blown album. I think it's gonna take a while, maybe a couple years, but I do want to release like random singles when I have the time. I have one in progress right now, but it's I don't know. It's difficult. Like the creative process of an artist differs from like person to person. And my creative my thing is like inspiration just comes from anyway. So I have to write it down on my phone on my notes, and then when I get home, I think of a melody, and then I forget it. So it's like, what do I do?
Always have a paper and pen nearby.
The notes app.
That's the trick there.
Is the way.
Ayan. Kanina guys, you heard me say we have 3 of her songs. So that means you guys can request for her songs dito sa 89.5 Subic Bay Radio. Because we got... Is that all 3? May iba pang hindi ka na ipasa?
I have a couple that's unreleased. I didn't release them. But yeah, the three are the first ones that I released as RUNE.
Okay. Tell us about a little bit about the songs you've written.
The songs, right? So this was written back in like 2021, and I had a lot of time on my hands back then, and I decided that I should write some music. Like I should have a creative outlet for all the stuff that I'm going through, and that's what happened.
Like this one, All Mine. What is All Mine?
All Mine. Okay, so this is for all my girlies who are in a situationship wherein like they don't get texted back or something like that. You know how people get into situationships and they're like on their phone all the time and they're like, why isn't this person texting me back? Like, what's going on? Yada yada yada. So this is inspired by all that, that
series of events that happens to women.
Not only women, like it happens to men also. So
okay, all right. And how about the song On Your Mind?
On Your Mind, this is because like the 2 songs they're so serious, and I wanted one that's kind of like more ethereal sounding, more lo-fi.
Ethereal.
Ethereal sounding, more lo-fi, more like positive, more like for the kilig effect. That's like the song that I wanted to put out for people.
Ayan, magugustuhan ng mga millennials to. The kilig thing.
It's so funny because like my music, it's written for like baby millennials and Gen Zs. Because I don't know.
Saktong-sakto. Yeah. All right. So you guys can request for those songs, and if you're interested, of course, they can download them and
or
they
stream
can
them.
Copy.
They can stream them.
How about 2 weeks notice?
2 weeks notice. This is like, I guess, the masterpiece of the 3-part EP because this took the longest to make.
Okay.
So this is about like people who are in situationships who aren't really, it's difficult to explain, but the song really kind of speaks for itself.
2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
You got your 2 weeks notice.
Yeah, exactly.
So
the name of this song, because we were having such a we named this song before we wrote it. It's like 2 weeks notice.
2 weeks notice.
And I'm like, what is 2 weeks notice? And then it was actually my producer who came up with this song, with the name of the song, because it's like, if you're breaking up with somebody, you should like give them 2 weeks notice. And I'm like, yeah, maybe that's a good title for a song though. 2 weeks notice.
For somebody like me, this sort of, reminds me of my bills. Parang ganun. For somebody like me.
For my electricity bill. I need 2 weeks notice for my electricity bill.
Shout out OEDC.
Oh my gosh.
I love you guys. You know that. Okay.
The only thing that's constant in life is OEDC bills.
I want to know where and when you first performed as RUNE.
As RUNE?
Yes.
Okay. So my friend owns this tattoo shop. It's called Magma. Shout out to all the guys in Magma. Shout out to
Where is it located?
It's that street, and the street that goes left at Sam's Pizza. So you go there,
okay,
and then there's a shop there where they do tattoo, and then there's also a clothing shop for 40 ounce. Shout out to 40 ounce.
I think that's Fendler Street. Am I right?
I think that's
that
Fendler.
Goes left
yeah.
when you're in Sam's Pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Fendler.
Fendler. Yeah, Fendler.
So yeah, that's where I kind of performed for the first time. And it was cool because it was a small crowd. It wasn't really I don't know. It was because the pressure that comes with performing your own stuff.
Yeah.
And it's what if they don't like it? Yada yada. But it was cool because it was just among friends. So it was comfortable. It was fine. And then the second time, I actually had a gig recently. In I think it was a bar called La Soleil. La
Soleil.
Yeah, there was an event there, and I performed the 3 songs as well.
It's here in the Subic Bay Freeport, right?
Yeah, inside Subic Bay. It was cool because I kind of opened for a bunch of really famous but viral. Yeah, viral rappers who went viral.
Okay.
So it was cool. But yeah, it was fine. I mean, I've been performing all my life. The difference this time is that I'm performing my own songs.
Yes.
So it was all right.
Okay. Anything upcoming?
I'm planning to maybe perform in Liuliwa, San Felipe sometime this year.
Liuliwa.
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys have been there, but it's a straight up party place now. It's crazy. It's so developed, and there's so many bars. But yeah, one of my best friends, she actually told me that, maybe you should perform here so other people can vibe to your songs.
That place is making waves.
Yeah. That place is making waves.
Na nakikilala na. Yeah. All right. So once again, do invite them to grab hold of your songs.
Yeah, stream them.
Okay.
Stream Spellbound. That's the name of the EP, Spellbound.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they can download it, right? Am I right?
They can stream on Spotify, Apple Music, but they're also on YouTube.
Yes.
So for some reason they are on YouTube.
All 3 has music video now.
No, I don't have music videos yet. Just the
audio, music.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. On YouTube. So you guys check it out. Okay. 3 songs are called All Mine, On Your Mind, and 2 weeks notice.
So it's supposed to be played in a specific order. So the first one is On Your Mind. The next one is All Mine. The last one is 2 weeks notice.
My favorite so far. 2 weeks notice.
Yeah, that's our favorite too.
That's nice. All right. Anything else you wanna tell our listeners?
I don't know. Stream Spellbound.
Yeah.
Support
Stream
local music as always.
They just Google it. It will appear, no?
Actually, I had a special feature from Inquirer a few weeks ago. It was crazy.
Tell us about it.
Yeah. It was so crazy because I expected it to be a special feature alongside other artists. I didn't expect for it to be a solo special feature. So I was pleasantly surprised. It's funny too because I didn't even know it was out. My husband posted it first, and then I was like, "What? That's crazy! What is this?" And it was cool. It was great. It was well written, and I'm super thankful for
Inquirer.
For Inquirer, yeah.
All right. When was it released? I mean,
it was
the
published.
edition of
I think
is it just online? Inquirer online?
Yeah, okay. Online. It was published.
Not the broadsheet.
No, not the broadsheet. It was published around like March 1st.
So
the 1st
lang.
of March. Yeah, super
just a few days ago.
No, March 2 actually. Yeah.
No, just a few days ago. You guys can look it up. Pwede yung i-look up sa since it's online, inquirer.net, and then RUNE or no, don't slash her. I mean, search RUNE.
Yeah. You can also follow me on IG.
Yun.
So my IG is _RUNE Music, RUNE Music. That's it.
Okay. All right. Okay. So any shout outs you wanna give sa mga yung mga nauna na nag-stream ng ano mo, if you have a copy, kung sino-sino sila.
Okay, shout out. So
I don't know. Supporters.
I just wanna I guess how do I say it? Like say thank you to
thanks. Big thanks.
I'm super grateful for everybody who helped me with Spellbound, especially for the people who I keep sending my drafts to and keep asking their opinions for. But I'm most grateful for my husband for doing the instrumentals, my producer for producing the music, and having somebody to bounce ideas off of. Also, I'm just grateful for people giving me the space that that required for me to get this done. Other shout outs probably people at my job. It's so funny because my coworkers and I have this inside joke when the Inquirer article came out, and they were like, "Oh, Gabby, when you're on the radio, you should shout out and tell us our deadlines." And I'm like, "Okay." So
i-remind ba yung deadline on air live?
Here are your deadlines. Shout out to Noel, Third, Ivy, Liz, and Ate Mitch, and everybody else in the content department of the company I work for, Aries Projects. We have tons of deadlines today, so gotta get that done.
Is it okay to ask where you work and what you do for?
So for a living. For money. For money, not for money. I am actually a content strategist, content and creative strategist for an e-commerce brand management agency. So fancy way of saying I help people sell their stuff on Amazon.
Awesome. All right. Okay. So there you have it. Once again, RUNE here on the Morning Brew Friday Rewind edition. You guys can request for her songs, huh? If you guys want to hear her songs, pwedeng nyo na i-request. We have a copy. Hope to get more from you. Soon.
And I just want to give a shout out to people at my house if they're listening. To Ate Josie, Ate Weng, my husband, and my kids. Danny, I don't know what you're doing, Danny, but I hope that you're being good. Toddlers.
Yeah,
even
if they're not listening right now, they can replay the video anyways.
And I'm imagining in my head the thing she's getting into, her tiny little hands.
Yeah. Grabe, no? Likot-likot.
Yeah, super. It's so I got so surprised dealing with toddlers as a mom. Oh my goodness. It's like a little hurricane. My youngest is 8 months, about to be 8 months today. And
today?
Today. No, yesterday he turned 8 months.
Okay.
But he's the sweetest.
Happy 8th month.
They're the total opposites, my eldest and my youngest. My eldest is a hurricane, my youngest is like a lake.
Okay. All right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasure having you here, RUNE.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure having you here. Alam nyo naman, when somebody who started things up with you goes back, it's extra special. Nakakatuwa.
It is. It feels super cathartic.
Yes.
Just coming back here.
We would love to have you back if you have the time.
Maybe. We'll see. If
As
I can
DJ
come back.
Gab ulit, or you can be RUNE if you want to.
No, we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for dropping by.
Thank you so much.
We will now leave you with this song, one of her songs, of course. Which one do you want me to press play on?
I don't know.
Let's
Whatever.
ask the artist. Bihira lang yung ganito ha, yung artist mismo tatanungin mo.
Let's play All Mine.
All Mine. Here's RUNE with All Mine here on 895 Subic Bay Radio.